Good afternoon, friends. This is Thursday, April 17th, 2025. And welcome to the Cosmic Disclosure Hour sneak peek. We're going to give you a little sneak peek about what we're going to talk about this Saturday, the 19th at 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Okay, so we are going to cover some really killer stuff in that podcast, and it's all about cosmic disclosure. If you haven't been here before, some specifics, okay? Some of the specifics of episode 4 with cosmic disclosure is Emery being interviewed by David Wilcock for the 4th time. So it's an ongoing thing that they're doing. Some of the things that they're covering is whether or not this is a staged alien abduction scenario that is occurring instead of real aliens. That is the biggest topic of this episode. There are a lot of people that absolutely believe these are not human conducted alien abductions. They're adamant about it, and I want to hear both sides. I want to hear both sides of the story. The chat is going to be open for you to say if you want to join. I will put a link in there. And if you say, hey, put me on, I will most likely put you on if I don't already have the podcast full with other chatters. So the opportunity is there for you to come on and tell your story. I do have a friend that is saying that she might be here for Saturday night. She's going to show up in the chat, and we'll bring her live. And we may have a returning guest from last week. So that's exciting. Now, Emery, I'm inclined to lean towards Emery's belief in that. Well, first of all, he's got all the experience. He knows what's going on behind the scenes. He's a whistleblower. So you can pretty much trust he knows what he's talking about. And he says that he believes that these alien abductions are staged by people, all to create fear and the ability to control us through this fear. So you're asking, well, what's the purpose of this? And how could they possibly do this? Can't only an alien do this sort of thing? Well, you'll be surprised at the answer. You're really surprised. Emery has a lot to say about this. And once again, this is Cosmic Disclosure on Gaia. So if you want, you can join Gaia, watch episode 4 of season 1, and that way you can be caught up on everything that we're going to be talking about on Saturday. And you'll know exactly what you want to ask, anything that you want to say, any input. You'll be better prepared if you actually join Gaia and go watch the episode. If not, that's fine too. You're going to get a basic overall background on the episode, and we're going to cover a lot of things. What Emery says, what he believes. It could blow your mind, as usual. That's how Cosmic Disclosure is, right? We're still at the stage where Emery is not yet the host. He is not yet hosting the Cosmic Disclosure series. He is being interviewed still. And these are my favorite episodes in the early days when Emery is being interviewed. And I'm thinking you'll probably really enjoy them yourself. Let's get on with some questions, okay? I posed some questions here to give you some time to think these things through before Saturday night. And remember, Saturday night, you can join us in the chat. And if you ask to be put on, I will likely put you on and we can talk with you. You can be on the podcast and we can hear all about you. In fact, if you've been abducted or not and how you feel, if you have been abducted, if you feel it could have been a staged event by humans, or if your particular case was an event, in fact, conducted by aliens. Okay, so let's start with the questions, okay? We're going to start with question number 1, all right? Question number 1, why would anyone want to make clones, which is another thing we're covering because it's tied in with the abductions, okay? So question number 1, why would anyone want to make clones? Okay, I've got the answer, but you'll get it on Saturday, not now. Question number 2, why are most alien abductions basically the same story when in fact there should be many variations with all the purported different aliens there are out there? Why are the stories so similar when there should be some sort of variation, you would think, right? There's so many aliens out there. Okay. Number 3, have we conquered anti-gravity? Emery gives us his take on this. And if you're watching this show, you probably have your own beliefs and understandings about this topic. So, but you got to remember, there's some people out there who don't know these questions that we're asking. And so it's good for them to hear this because this is all a part of disclosure, right? Easy question for some people, difficult for others. All right. Question number 5. What is the globalist elite's biggest tool for control? Number 5, what is the biggest tool that the globalist elites use for control? Ding, ding, ding. Pretty cool. All right, number 6. Here's my favorite. Is there an alien alliance working on taking down the globalists of Earth? Now, you probably already know where that's going to go. We all like happy endings, right? But there again, you will be surprised at the answer. You will be surprised at the details of this answer and the possible outcomes of all of this. And we're going to go over all of this on Saturday night. It's going to be a lot of fun. Last week was just great. We had just a ball talking about all this stuff. And, you know, the same thing's going to happen this weekend. It's just so fun to get everybody in the chat. And we'll have just some more fun and it'll be random and spontaneous. I like that. Don't you? Don't you like having a little spontaneity and mistakes here and there? And that's just my way of saying if I screw up or somebody says something we're not supposed to say and I have to go back and bleep it out, it could happen. It's all right. The creativity is more active when we're not following a script, and it's just more organic and fun, and you never know what anybody's going to say. And even if I have to go back and bleep something out, it's live, so it's kind of fun. You hear it, you know. Anyways, I just hope my site doesn't get taken down. Fingers crossed, okay? Fingers crossed. I just have to make another podcast under a different name and do the same thing. That's probably how that would go. Hopefully, we're not going to get taken down though, right? We're going to put that out there in the ether. We're going to stay live. And so I shortened up my little intro there for you guys. So you don't have to sit there through that intro for so long. Anyways, we hope to see you. Go to YouTube and subscribe to my channel. That way you can get notifications of when I go live. You'll never miss an episode. And you want to get in the chat, right? You got to be there live for that. So if you go to Aston Disclosure on YouTube, you can subscribe. You have to first have an account. A lot of people, like I remember before I had an account, I was like, what's going on here? I want to subscribe. And well, you have to have an account. Period. That's first and foremost, right? Got to get an account. Then you got to subscribe. There's a little button you click on. But that's kind of useless if you don't click the bell for all notifications, because that's the whole purpose of subscribing, is to be able to know when somebody that you like to watch is going live. So you'll want to click for subscribe, click the bell for all notifications, and then click the like button. So that'll also help the channel grow. So it's, yeah, Kim Aston Disclosure on YouTube. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. We're going to have a lot of fun, and we'll hope to see you then. All right, guys. I want everybody to have a fantabulous rest of the week, and we'll see you on Saturday night in the chat. And signing off for now. Bye.